Hello fellow duelists and collectors. Today I'm going to be showing you, as you saw in the description, an OG Blackwing deck. Now it's not the most OG, but it definitely is from back in the day. And it's only modified in the sense of different rarities of cards or newer editions. But I'll just get right into it. One Dark Armed Dragon. Dark Creator, because that was a very big substitute for Dark Armed back in the day before, when you couldn't get it very easily. It was in a special edition, so it was easy to get. Good card to have. One Sirocco, because honestly, Sirocco, people even ran it at 2, maybe even 3, but Sirocco was an essential back before there was the variety of Blackwings that exist today. 3 Shura, that was very standard because it was the backbone of the deck. You needed it for almost everything, most things. 3 Bora, definitely essential, which I believe was in normal rare at the time. And Shura was mostly in super, and then there were a couple of commons came out later. And then Zephyros the Elite, which, you know, was an ultra rare initially. And then 3 Kalut came in Raging Battle, was easy to get, and it was good. It was good, like maybe undervalued by some people, but not by the real Blackwing players. Oops, sorry. 2 Gales, because I only could get 2 at the time, and ideally you would have 3 in the OG style of play. Maybe I'll move this a little closer in. Sorry for the inconvenience. 3 Blizzard, that was absolutely essential because it helped you get Armed Wing, and Armed Wing was like the main piercer other than Bora, but more important than Bora for the attack point boost it got. I actually ran 2 Breeze back in the day, and that was originally, but when like Gust had come out and I was still testing things around, I added Gust, and I also had 2 Vayus, so really, it really came down to whether or not I wanted 2 Breeze or 2 Vayus, and the Vayu engine was really prominent, so a lot of people used it and abused it to the best of their ability because it was good. 3 Delta Crow anti-reverses because destroying the back row was and has been essential since then. 3 Icarus attack because they're winged beasts, and this card didn't have as much traction before they came along, but now is just like a lot better and was a lot better at the time. 2 Mirror Forces. I'm not sure if Mirror Force, I'm pretty sure it wasn't unlimited at the time, so I think I actually ran 1 until it was unlimited, then I changed it, but you would have substituted one of these for Vayu or Breeze or something. Really comes down to your preference, or Solemn. Fake Feather. Compulsory Evacuation Device. Always going to be a good card, always has been, I think. Cards for Black Feathers because it was either hard to get a Lure of Darkness or you just wanted as much draw power as possible, so it was a good card to have. And then when I started, I only had 1 Black Whirlwind, and I only had 1 for a very long time until it was basically reprinted. But you ideally wanted to have 3, but you could have ran anywhere from 1 to 3, but you definitely needed it no matter what. Against the Wind was in place of Dark Eruption if you didn't have Dark Eruption, which I didn't at the time and didn't really add it in when I did get it because I had already pretty much built a newer Blackwing deck. 1 Raptor Wing Strike, well, it was just a helpful card, honestly. Not absolutely essential, but if you use it to get like Breeze or something to your hand, it could be really helpful. And then Allure of Darkness, of course, was very essential and has always been essential for Blackwings because they're dark monsters and it's great draw power for darks. Foolish Burial, that was for the Vayu engine, was very helpful and truly crucial towards the deck style of play. Monster Reborn, obviously, and Mystical Space Typhoon. And that is it for the main deck. And then for the extra deck, which I actually had a very variety of extra deck set that included like Red Dragon Archfiend at one time, Stardust Dragon, it had like all kinds of stuff. I can't even think of everything, but it had like Goyo, it had Gaia Knight, the Force of Earth, it had that 5-star water dragon looking thing. I don't remember exactly what it was. And Vortex the Whirlwind. But now, just from what I remember and still have, Infinity Doom Dragon, And it's not a 15 card extra deck, so it could have still had all those cards, but I use them in other decks. Silverwind the Ascendant, which I had an Ultimate Rare, and Blackwing Dragon, which was Secret when the tin came out. You pretty much ran like almost all 5Ds. Dark Strike Fighter, because it worked, and you ran it before it was banned, and now since it's off the ban list, to run it again. It works great with Dark Armed. Armor Master was the card of the deck. It was the card you wanted to get out because it was so hard for your opponent to get over at the time. In general, it's just like adds the extra effort for them to have to give to beat you. And you would run, I actually ran 2, I think, back in the day, but you would definitely run 1 to 3 of them. Brainiac, because it was an incredibly sought after card. I would say it's still pretty sought after, but a great card to have, and honestly, it just trumped. It trumped like crazy and was almost, I would say it was as sought after as Trishula. And then Armed Ring, which I actually had a gold rare of in my original deck, but definitely essential for the OGs. Cataster, which came in Shonen Jump and also Hidden Arsenal. So that was definitely a good one to have. And then Ice Beast Zero Find, because that's been around for a long time. And then Acid Golem, because it also came in Shonen Jump and was just a good beat stick to have. So that is the OG Blackwing deck for you guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please give me a like, and if you want to see more like this, subscribe. Thank you. This was Blackwing Anonymous.